everyone, this is your video for Unit 1, Lesson 1, Day 2. For those of you that are at home during this lesson, just a recap from what we did the previous lesson. We started Lesson 1. You were introduced to your anchor phenomenon. We were able to explore that anchor phenomenon. And at the end of class, you guys worked on your initial model, on what you thought was going on with the regular cup and the fancy cup. Okay? So we're still working on that same essential question. Why does the temperature of the liquid in some cup systems change more than in others? We're still working on that same question. And at the end of this lesson, I'm hoping we can answer that question. Okay? So if you haven't done so already, make sure your model, your picture of your model that you took is inserted on this slide. I will be checking those to look for them. Okay? We're going to take a look. I'm hoping I can have everybody so that way we can all kind of take a look at those at some point in time. The consensus model, that is the next step in this lesson, and it's usually done in the classroom. So those of you at home, we're going to use your images, which I'm hoping you have uploaded. If not, that's okay. We can always add to our consensus model. The consensus model usually changes periodically through the unit. So even though you're not in class, you'll still contribute to what you feel should go on the model. So don't worry about this slide today because there's not really much that you can do when you're not in class. I'm going to add a picture of the model and you're going to insert it in there later. Okay, the one we do in class, I'm going to take a picture of it and put it on Google Classroom. So really the only thing I need you to make sure you have done is your initial model. And then I want you guys to think of some questions. Okay, we looked at our anchor phenomenon, and we have questions that we haven't been able to answer. Like we don't know everything that's going on. We don't know why one cup is working better than the other. Okay, what questions do you have? What questions do you have that we can turn into an investigation? This is where that driving a question board question comes into play. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull up the slide, and you're going to put all your questions that you have. Okay. It could be 4 questions, it could be 8 questions. I want to see those questions that we can turn into an investigation, and we're going to add these to our driving question board. I know you're not in class today, but where your questions are considered, and they will go on the question board, okay? We will put your questions on the question board, okay? It may not be during our class period, but we can always add them before you guys come back. That's not a problem, okay? So something I also want you to remember is that this assignment is due by the end of the day. Okay, it is due by the end of the day, and your deadline is 4 o'clock. So make sure when you get on, you make sure these slides are finished, and go ahead and turn in your assignment, your daily assignment, not the notebook. Don't turn in the notebook. Turn in your daily assignment. Okay, so your activity is very simple today, very, very simple. So make sure you're caught up so that way when I see you guys again, we can work on our next lesson.